Hi, today we're going to be doing some soil testing for our garden dirt, which we have already amended some, and our non-amended yard dirt. We want to see the difference in the nutrients that are in there. Went to Home Depot and got this little soil testing kit. I have 2 of them, and it tests the pH, the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash or potash, or however you say it. It's got instructions. Whenever you open it up, it has instructions on there, and it tells you how to do it. The pH, you will take a soil sample. Well, for any of it, you take a soil sample 4 inches below the surface, and then each one of your little vials is color-coded, and it has a color-coded little peel in there. And the way you do it is you open it up, you take the peel out, you fill it to the first line with soil, and then you fill it to the last line with distilled water is what it says is best. And I think there may be some other type of water, but let me make sure. Yes, it says add water, preferably distilled, to the 4th line. So we're going to use distilled water because I have some of that. And then you cap it, and then you shake it thoroughly. And you take, after you have all that done, you shake it up, and after 1 minute the pH will be done, the pH test will be done, and you take it and you look at it with this little chart and see where it would be, and it'll tell you if it's alkaline, neutral, acid, or very acid. And then it does the same different things with medium, high, medium, low, and very low with the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. But with the other 3, instead of just waiting a minute, you have to wait 10 minutes for them to be fully done. It says it's best to use outside, and then whenever you have it all done, you'll know what your different levels are. And it also has little charts that tells you what vegetables need, not all vegetables, but what some of them need, like beans, cabbage, carrots, and lettuce. And then different flowers, shrubs, and shrubs and trees. I can't speak English. And then different types of grasses. It tells you some different ones, what the pH levels should be, and different ways you can adjust the soil. It's not a full comprehensive thing, but it's just a little starting thing, and they're like not even $4 a piece for these tests. The reason why we want to test our soil is because we have never had a good garden since we moved here. So this past year, after garden season was over, we decided we were going to do things to amend our soil throughout the winter, and hopefully this year we'll have a better soil, so a better soil for better garden. And so this time we have done a lot of different things to amend it, and we're going to see what the tests say. Okay, this is our amended soil, and this is our non-amended soil. And you can look at the 2 different soils, and you can tell there's a big difference in the color. And so now I'm going to do the test with the little things. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the package. And what you do with the pH one, which is the green one, it is the green one, and it has a green thing. You take your little peel out, and you fill it to the first line with soil, like that. You open up your peel, and you pour this product inside, the stuff that's in there. You pour it inside, and you can discard your little peel, which I didn't get it all in there, so I need to get the rest of that in there. I didn't know there was more in that side. I have to do better next time. Alright, you put that in, and then you pour, after you have your stuff in there, you got your soil in your stuff, you pour your water in to the 4th line. Will you move my phone? And then you recap it and you shake it up. Will you get that water off my phone? And after you've shaken it, you let it sit somewhere and settle, and you have to let it sit for a minute. And after that minute is up, you compare it to your little chart that's on your packaging. So we're going to let this sit, and this is the amended soil. Now the others, which are the nitrogen, potash, and phosphorus, you do those differently. Which the colors on here are not exactly right. They had the purple, I don't know, they had the purple in the place for the one. But anyway, we will take them out. I'm going to take the little peel out of the nitrogen one. And I'm going to put it over to the side. And I'm going to put the same amount of dirt that I put in before. Up to the 1st line. I think that's got a little tree bark or something in there. You put it in there, and then you put your water in to the 4th line. And then you shake it up, and you let it settle completely. And once it has settled, you will then put your little peel in, and then you will wait 10 minutes to test the result, to look at the result. So we're going to go ahead and finish these up, and whenever we have the results of the, well, I guess this one, has it been a minute yet? It's been a minute?
Yep.
Alright, so it's been a minute on the pH level. So I look at this, and well, where's it at? I can look at the difference, and it shows that it's pretty alkaline. The lighting's not that great, so that means that our soil is alkaline for our amended soil. So if it is, the pH is alkaline, let's see, it says can be adjusted to provide more. I don't really know what to do. I haven't read all this very well. But, okay, so that means it will be in the 8.0 range. So the 8.0 range, that means our soil is too alkaline for our amended soil. And it tells you how to change the alkalinity. You can add different things like dolomitic, I don't know how to say that word, or limestone, flowers of sulfur, or iron sulfate. There's different things. It tells you how many pounds per 100 square feet and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and keep testing and then show you the results after that we're done with testing the rest of it. And we'll show you the result of testing our non-amended soil for the pH. Okay, so it has been 10 minutes since we have done the other ones, and we have both of the ones here. And I'm going to show you the difference between the amended and the non-amended. This is the amended, and this is non-amended. The alkaline is too high for the amended. The non-amended, the alkaline is between neutral and acid? I don't know. What do you think? Yeah. It's between neutral and acid. So it would be actually okay. But you could always maybe do a little bit more, but we're going to have to figure out. Oh, I just probably messed that one up completely. Maybe not. Figure out what we can do to take the alkalinity down in our amended soil. And it actually has some little tips on here, and you can always look stuff up. Okay, and the next one, since I shook this one up, I don't know. Well, that's not even the next one it needs to be anyway. The next one is nitrogen, which is the red one. And this is the difference between amended and non-amended. Here, let me put this down. That's the difference in how it looks. This is amended and non-amended. The amended is probably medium high. If it is high, you don't really need to do anything at all. It's fine. Do you think that's medium high or high? It's more on the high. Okay. The non-amended, it looks like it couldn't really make up its mind what it wanted to be. But it looks kind of like the medium high itself. But it's kind of really red. But it's just, it looks like the nitrogen is okay in that. Alright, and the phosphorus, this is the amended and the non-amended. And the difference in that, there's a little bit of difference. The amended is darker. And darker is better because that means it's got high phosphorus from what this says. This is the amended and it's pretty high. I don't know if, can you see that? Yeah. And the non-amended, it's about medium. Maybe a medium low. It's kind of light. I don't know if you can see it as well. And I can understand why it says to do it outside but not in direct sunlight, because you can see things pretty good out here. Okay. And this is the potash or potash, whichever one you say. This is the amended and the non-amended. The non-amended looks like it's not much there. You can tell there's not much. And the amended would be closer to the high level. And the non-amended would be closer to the low to very low level. Because it looks almost clear, actually. So, that's the amended and non-amended. And what it says to do after you're done with this, you record your results. And I'm going to put those in my garden journal. And I have a page set up for that. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to record the results. And then I throw all this away. I put my dirt back where it goes. And then we wash your hands very thoroughly after doing this, because there are chemicals in this. It says to wash your hands very thoroughly. So, I'm going to write all that down and clean up and wash my hands and everything. And then we'll be done for until our next task. We may go ahead and, well, we're gonna look up the things we need to do for our amended soil. We're not gonna really mess with the non-amended right now, but we're going to do things to help our amended soil, because that is where our actual vegetables will be this year. And I will possibly do another video on testing that soil again after a while. I don't know if I will or not for sure, so if I decide to, you'll see it. But that is all we have for today. I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe, share, and leave me a comment down below if you have ever done a soil test. If you have any questions about this little soil test, I will put the web page down in the description. That way you can look up different things. There are actually other soil tests made by the same company. There was one that it's like a little probe you just stick in the ground. And I probably would rather have that than this, because this is a crazy process. So anyway, that's all for today, and I thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.